Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports preview of Bournemouth versus Manchester United, taking place this coming Saturday, early kickoff. So, want to enjoy your sandwiches and your bacon butties too, if you want.
Well, I mean, the early birds, they just don't think about us early birds.
It's coming up.
I'm not an early bird, so what am I saying?
It's coming up to November time, so maybe you'll have those pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks even.
Or the pumpkin coffee shop.
Yeah.
They're good, they are.
Yeah, I mean, tasty one to enjoy. And down on the south coast, Bournemouth, down to the seaside, not particularly a holiday that United would like to go on at the moment, maybe. I mean, away to Bournemouth would be a difficult test for them. Bournemouth undefeated at home so far this season, 3 wins, 2 draws on the campaign so far, and they've been really strong overall in the season, not just at home but on the Premier League so far this season. Eddie Howe doing a fantastic job down at the south coast at Bournemouth, isn't he, Jamie?
I mean, he could be a future Man United manager. I'm just saying, I do like him.
By the end of the season, maybe.
We'll see.
Push comes to shove with Jose Mourinho.
I mean, we'll see. But, I remember our first game against Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium, and we lost 2-1 after we went 1-0 up from a Fellaini tapping, and then Stanislas with that corner that ended up going in against the best keeper in the world.
There was that, and then they did that really weird analysis on the corner, like, look at the corner flag, look how much it's waving.
Yeah. Look at how it's curved. Maybe because on the south coast there was wind involved. Best keeper. Anyway, but I thought it was... Yeah, it was a dark day, but at the same time, we won there. Zlatan scored his first goal for United at Bournemouth, I remember. So that was the good times in the sun in Bournemouth. But, this is going to be a tricky one because Callum Wilson is the one player I'm already keeping an eye out for. I've actually got a lot of respect for him because, he's been with Bournemouth through and through since they were into the Premier League in 2015. And, it's the fact that his form has got them up to new levels. And I think this is why we've got to always praise Eddie Howe, because he hasn't got the financial backing, he hasn't really got the resources compared to...
Well, they spent a lot of money this past summer, like over 100 million, I think it was, but
he's still getting the most out of the players that he originally had.
Right.
So, I think that's great managerial from him, but, I think with Bournemouth, any team that goes to Bournemouth knows it's a tricky stadium to go to, so it's going to be a very difficult one, and with the form we're playing at the moment, we're just not convincing.
Yeah, Bournemouth in great form at the moment, as we already mentioned. 3-0 win away from home against Fulham last time out. Callum Wilson, man you already mentioned there, getting 2 on the day as well. How important is it for United to try and extinguish the threat that Callum Wilson can provide for Bournemouth?
Oh, very. I mean, I've said it before, I've said it again, like the Everton game in the first half on Sunday, is to actually, take the chances. We just can't take the chances. It's been the story, not this season, but for the last 2-3 years, probably since Van Gaal came into the club. I keep talking about these comparisons with managers. It's how depressing it's getting at the moment. But, again, Pogba with the penalty, he can't even score a penalty at the moment, where at the start of the season we were scoring penalties for fun from Paul Pogba. But luckily, the rebound off Pickford helped him out there. But I don't know. I just feel like with football, it's sometimes a bit of a basic. You should be able to score a goal from time to time. I thought Martial's second goal was fantastic, and hopefully that can change things around. And I think at the same time, Martial's hopefully finally getting this form. Now we need the rest of the team to do it.
Yeah, certainly do. United, of course, won at the weekend, 2-1 victory against Everton at Old Trafford. Pogba, of course, you mentioned missing the initial penalty, but then scoring on the rebound. And then Martial with that beautiful curl into the bottom right-hand corner of the net.
Sorry, it's all in the background.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm absolutely fine with the Bono impression right there. But, Martial, beautiful finish into the bottom right-hand corner of the net, curling it in. I love those kind of goals where it goes cross goal and into the bottom right-hand corner.
It was a rare goal as well.
One thing I noticed from the game, though, despite the United's win, it was that Lukaku was kind of missing from it again. He hasn't scored. He's scored 4 goals in 10 games, I think, so far this season for United. Does he need to start scoring goals consistently in order for United to really put up a title challenge this season, do you think?
Yeah, title challenge. I don't think that's going to happen anytime
soon. Or to have any hope, really, of...
Well, top 4. I mean,
title.
Yeah, he does. I mean, the price tag says it all, really, to basically, score the goals when needed. And, I do like Lukaku, but more and more games that go on, I just feel like it's not going to happen for him at Man United. This is his second season now. And with the fact that he rested against Everton, we still attacked pretty decently, just couldn't score. But I honestly think if Lukaku was starting, would it have made much of a difference? I don't think so. So I think this is make or break for him now because, you don't always get many chances at a club like Man United. And this is when he gets the chance to try and shine again, it's got to happen.
Now, Martial's in fantastic form.
Bloody time.
Scored once more at the weekend, but still not really signed up to a new deal at United. How important is it for United to try and make sure Martial signs a new deal soon? Otherwise, they might lose him for barely pennies in January, or even possibly free next summer once his contract expires.
Well, I still think he needs to prove why he should be at United. I'm not seeing it still. I still think, like, for example, last night he had a one-on-one chance for Pickford and he just didn't think about what to do with it. I'm sorry, he was going up against a 5-foot goalkeeper. I know one-on-ones can be 50-50, but most of the time it's an advantage for the striker. So I don't know why he couldn't score from that. And for me, yet alone, that's still the Martial I see. Against Juventus the other night, he'd still give the ball away so many times. And, just because you score a few goals now and again, great, but you don't do it all the time for me.
What are we expecting from this game then, from both Bournemouth and United? Can we feel as though United can be the first ones to go to Bournemouth and get a win there?
I think United will win, but I think it'll be 2-1. I still think it'll be a very unconvincing game. I've said that about every game, but the goals just isn't there for United, and the defence is very poor at the moment. So that's where Callum Wilson should probably have a lot of fun on Saturday, but will he score when it's needed? Because United need to do that as well.
Yeah, if you look at the goal difference in the table, Bournemouth are on +7 overall. But, United can still provide a threat in order to try and challenge and give Bournemouth a bit of run for their money in this game. I'm not going to lead as far as to say that United can win it, but I think it's going to be a draw in this one. I see Bournemouth putting up a really good, strong fight, and I think the form that they've been in so far this season will help them get along and across the line in order to get points away from this game. Not to lose it, but I don't think they've got quite enough to win it so far at the moment, and especially with how United have managed to turn things around a little bit, I think that form will continue into this game, but we'll have to wait and see how much further Bournemouth's challenge really for a European spot can go. Do you think Bournemouth can finish in European spots?
I think it's too early to say.
Yeah.
We're not even into November yet.
Do you think we'll know by the end of the start of the new year if they can?
It's a big ask because Bournemouth. We know they're a good team in the Premier League, but I think right now Eddie Howe will just look at him and think, look, there's a target for our points that we need to stay up this season. And he'll look at that. I remember Ranieri at Leicester on the season that they had won the Premier League. He didn't think about the Premier League title until the last 5 games or so, until he confirmed, right, we are now here to try and win it. Mm-hmm. Because that's what these small teams expect. They want to just stay up each season because financially it's really important. And for them to stay in the Premier League, it gives them that future.
Yeah, 20 points off the season so far after 10 games. Usually that
30 or 40
that watermark is 40 points.
Yeah.
Actually, it's essentially halfway there. And if they're able to get to 40 by Christmas, I think a lot of people will be having the aspirations that European spots could be up for grabs for them.
You never know.
So, what are your own predictions for Bournemouth versus Manchester United? Let us know in the comment section below this video. Don't forget to like it, subscribe for more Let's Talk Sport content. We shall see you all very soon.